All right, it is now time for our WWE WrestleMania night number 2 match prediction. If you watched yesterday's night 1 match prediction, at the beginning of it, I talked quite a bit about my feelings of the current state of wrestling, talking about last year's WrestleMania leading up to this entire year, and how we're not super excited with what WWE Creative has been doing, and how really this event it just kind of feels lackluster, bad build up. But anyway, if you want to hear more details on that, watch yesterday's night number 1. So we're going to start out with the first match. It's going to be airing on ESPN and, of course, also on the ESPN app. You've got Brock Lesnar taking on Oba Femi. This is exactly the match that I wanted to take place. When I was looking at the card and the build-up for it and what's going to happen, I heard maybe Brock versus LA Knight, which I knew they would bury him. I said, what about Oba Femi? And that's exactly what happened. The build-up has been good. They've made Oba look like a star. And the best thing that could happen here is Oba winning. I've said this before, but Brock, Cody, Roman, CM Punk, Drew, these guys are all over 40. Some of them well over 40, like Brock. Oba Femi is a young star. They've got to build young stars. This is one of them. Oba, Javon Evans, Braun Breaker. So Oba needs to win. However, we have 4 of us making predictions. My oldest son, Ethan, he's 18. Brady, my middle son, he's 15. And Lincoln, he's here with me now. Lincoln is 6, and he's been making predictions. Who do you got?
I picked Brock Lesnar.
You picked Brock Lesnar. And here's the thing. Ethan, myself, Lincoln, all picked Brock. Only Brady went with Oba. And I'll be honest with you, Brady, when he was younger, was a huge wrestling fan. He's kind of a casual fan now. He doesn't watch too often. He went with Oba. Oba's the right choice. However, it's not who we want to win. It's who we think's going to win. I got a feeling WWE is not going to have Brock lose. This just seems like something currently WWE would do. Brock doesn't lose too often. 3 out of 4 of us take Brock winning. Then we have the Men's Intercontinental Championship match, which is a multi-man ladder match. Something that is traditional for WrestleMania. Several WrestleManias have had this. I'm glad that they have this multi-man ladder match. It gets a lot of more people on the card. And it is, of course, the champion Penta versus Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, Javon Evans, JD McDonough, and Rusev. What a mixed bag. It's absolutely a mixed bag. I've enjoyed Penta as the Intercontinental Champion. I really like Penta. I'd like to see him and Rey Fenix team back up. So I'm going with Javon Evans winning this match.
Ethan dealing with Penta.
Ethan went with Penta. Who'd you pick? You picked Rey Mysterio. And Brady went with the upset of Dragon Lee. Now, JD McDonough is the last person who's going to win this. And then probably Dragon Lee. Rusev, I'm glad that he's on the WrestleMania card. They have done nothing with him since returning from AEW. But I got the star, Javon Evans, winning the Intercontinental belt here at WrestleMania and having his first big WrestleMania moment. But Ethan went with Penta. Ray could win. There's a lot of different things that could happen. But I'm glad. It's gonna be fun to watch. This match I'm excited for, but I got Javon Evans. And then we move on to the next match. The next match is Finn Balor versus Dominik Mysterio. This is a feud that has been going on, or the build-up for a feud. I talk about not a lot of build-up for these matches. This one, it has been, because this is something that's been building for years. You have Finn and Dom. They've been with Judgment Day. I thought this would take place earlier, and I was hoping it was going to be for the Intercontinental title, because Dom was champion for a long time. But it looks like Finn Balor's alter ego is going to be in this match. Who do you got on this one, Lincoln? You can't read writing, can you? You can't remember. Lincoln went with Dominik Mysterio. The rest of us have Finn winning. And, Dom is, of course, their bigger star currently, so I could see him winning here. But properly, as long as his feud has went on, or as long as the build-up of his feud has been, I think Finn should win, and I think he will.
He should.
He's got Dominik Mysterio. You got the U.S. title as well. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. This is interesting. Carmelo Hayes was Intercontinental Champion a long time, and I said, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams. They've got a big history in NXT. and then they put the title on Sami Zayn.
And
I don't understand
all
it.
of us picked
Trick.
Trick.
All four of us picked Trick. This is the one.
I almost picked Sami Zayn, but I didn't.
This is one of those matches. It's like, to me, at least on paper, this is the easiest one to predict. They're making Trick Williams a star. They're going to want him to win the belt at a big show. Sami Zayn, I guess it's kind of like his consolation prize. I've heard he could be pushed for the world title for next year in Saudi Arabia. I hope not. I'm not a big Sami Zayn fan. All of us have Trick Williams. And then there's two matches left. There's the women's championship match. You got Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. And in this one, me, Ethan, Lincoln, all have Rhea Ripley winning. And then Brady went with Jade Cargill holding the title. I'm confused. I don't know what's going to happen here. Jade's been champion for a while. This is another match that I've said I'm not excited with the build-up and the match lineup, but this is a match that I said, this would be perfect. It's a good matchup between these two women. So Brady took Jade. The rest of us have Rhea Ripley. And then we move on to the main event. Roman Reigns challenging CM Punk for the championship. Kind of a rematch from last year, even though Seth was involved, a triple threat match.
And it's kind of like a Royal Rumble because CM Punk was in the Royal Rumble. He won the last Royal Rumble 2025. And then it's like both of...
Roman Reigns won in 2026. Jey Uso won in 25.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. But...
They should have put, like, Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns because that is the two winners from the most recent Royal Rumbles. They should have done that.
Oh, that's interesting. Unfortunately, Jey Uso has fell very far. He's going to be opening the card at night number 1. However, Brady, my 15-year-old, the one I told you, it's kind of a casual fan. He's kind of went with the odd picks out. They're not bad picks, just different from everybody else. He got Oba, he's got Dragon Lee. Trick Williams and Finn were the same. He went with Jade. He's got CM Punk here. The rest of us have Roman Reigns winning. I'm the kind of guy that's like, I love the Roman Reigns, the long reign he had, just historic. I'm done.
They call him Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he reigns. But I'm done with him being the champion. Punk's been champion a long time. So
see, he has 2 belts.
I would rather Punk winning.
Well, he has 1 belt. See?
Yeah.
And then he doesn't have any belts.
Yeah, he's looking at the picture here. But all of us have Roman except Brady took CM Punk. It's going to be interesting to see which night's better. I'd really rather see Cody and Randy than Punk and Roman. We already made those earlier. That was on a different video. Night number 2, Sunday night in Vegas, WrestleMania 42. Hope it turns out better than I anticipate.
And for night number 1, whoever watching this,
Yeah.
Whoever likes Cody, I don't know, but they're just a weirdo.
He doesn't like Cody. He's a 6-year-old. He was a Cena fan. Cena retired, and he hasn't got on the Cody bandwagon. All right. Thanks for watching.
Show your channel for lots more videos.